Hey Zulma, how's it going? Hola, ¿cómo estás? Um, there's a new program in regards to solar. I know you were getting your roof done and wanted to revisit this at a later time. Totally understand. So we're making this video and we created this website, my coworker and I, Eddie, just simply to inform homeowners on their own time. So we gathered all the information from the state incentives, concerns that homeowners have, questions, that sort of thing. We just put it all into one resource. So we did create a proposal for you. Of course, this is just an estimate. In order to make the specific numbers for you, we would just need to see your comment bill. That specifically the top left corner, your bar graph that shows your month-to-month power usage. But with that, we'll be able to calculate your actual upfront incentive. But for the time being, it looks like your upfront incentive came out to $3,797. Of course, this can be more, it can be less, depending on your actual power usage. But the difference between this program and the last program is that, let me just skip ahead a little bit, is that we're just taking a little bit of that 20-year savings and pushing it up front for you guys. So it would come in as a check, cash, or whatever you prefer upon installation. And really that's benefiting homeowners more because especially right now people need that money now more than saving $30 a month. And so here, this is again just an average. Let's say your bill was $138 with ComEd a month. Of course, in the winter it's a little lower. In the summer it's higher, but just on average, $138. The old program would have had you at like $80 locked in for the next 20 years. So with solar, you just pay $80. It replaces your ComEd bill, and it stays at $80. But here, with this new program, it's closer to what you're currently paying, so $126. Plus, there's a connection fee. I'll get to that in a second. So it's almost like locking in your price that you're at now, but you're still avoiding rate hikes in the future. So you can see it as, let's say, back when gas was $1 a gallon, and there's a gas station in the corner that says first 20 people that get gas from us will be locked in at $1 a gallon for the next 20 years. In the position that we're at now, majority of us, if not all, would have done that, right? And it's the same thing. We're just avoiding those rate hikes. Plus, you're getting that incentive up front to help you guys out. You can use that towards the next few years of your power, or you can use it for any other bill that's important to you, right? And then here, again, this is just the average. And the whole goal is to be able to put enough panels to offset your entire usage, if not a little bit more. So right here, I have you at 102% of your energy usage. Again, if you're planning to, get a Tesla, install a pool, that sort of thing, it's going to use more power. So it's best to add more panels now to lock in a lower price. Or you can always add more panels in the future. It's just a little bit more difficult to remove panels if you're using less than this, right? But this is just an example, right? So besides the $3,000 you're getting up front, you're also seeing $13,000 in savings for the next 20 years. Of course, this is just showing in a 4% annual increase from ComEd. In the last few years, it's been closer to 8-9% a year. And then ComEd already has plans to raise the rates 18% for the next 3 years. So this is definitely on the lower end. And then over here on this chart, it's just showing how you're producing more of your power than when you use in the summer. And then the opposite occurs in the winter. You're using less. You're producing less than what you're using. So with that, there's a program, thankfully, here in Illinois called net metering, which does go away next year, August 2024. So what net metering is that this extra power that you're producing gets exchanged in the form of credits. So at night or in the winter months when the sun's not out, you're pulling those credits free of charge to be able to offset your power usage. So in a way, ComEd acts as your battery. So right now there's no need for a battery. Once this program does go away this next summer, that's when people have to factor in batteries, and that's when it doesn't make sense financially for most people because there's still only 10 years of life and they're still expensive, you know? So it's the time to at least see what your incentive it really is now. And then if you click here, you can open up your proposal a little bit bigger and just scroll through it without these distractions, right? And then if you do have additional questions, or if you don't, you can always just click here or shoot me a text or an email and then just ask, hey, what are the next steps? And we'll just send you those next steps. But if you want, sit down with us, you can always schedule a consultation here. It'll just take you to a calendar and you can just book the time and date that you would like to sit with us, or we can do a virtual meeting or a phone call. But a lot of the questions that homeowners have asked us over time, we have added here. So before that, we made a video just explaining the rest of the website. But here, it is important to do a little bit of background research, right? So just like any other industry, it is important what company you go with. So we do talk about SunPower, its warranties, its guarantees, its system. You can click here and it just talks about how it's the longest lasting since 1985. It manufactures and designs its own system. It's the only company to do it, that sort of thing. Then over here you see the state incentives that cover the upfront cost. The net metering program that I was just talking about. ComEd's plans to raise rates yet again. And then here's where you will find every question that you might have and hopefully a good response to it. If you still don't see an answer to one of your questions, again, you can just schedule a consultation or you can reach out to us. But again, there's no rush. We just wanted to get this to you and you can watch it in your own time, right? Well, thanks again and have a good day. Thanks.